Presumptive President-Elect Joe Biden announces his communication staff and senior economic team. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump blasts the vote in Georgia. He says he is not fighting for himself, but for the tens of millions who supported him at the polls. White House correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen?
Tracy, good evening. Joe Biden is healing tonight from a fractured foot. He hurt himself this past weekend while playing with his dogs. It has not slowed him down from naming people to top roles.
Tonight, the presumptive president-elect is announcing a historic role. Joe Biden says he'll nominate former Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen to lead the Treasury Department. She would be the first woman in that role. Today, she tweeted, "We face great challenges as a country right now. To recover, we must restore the American dream." This as the presumptive president-elect puts in place a woman-led communications team, including incoming White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki.
The people who will be named to the cabinet and named to his team are there to implement his agenda.
She's already been active coordinating media events during the presidential transition.
We ought to be praying for the incoming administration with all of our hearts.
Belmont Abbey College Associate Professor Joseph Psaki says he's concerned about the incoming administration's stance on issues like abortion and education.
I think that doesn't mean that we are uncritical, that we're not engaging, that we're not continuing to speak out, to write on those areas where we feel that the administration is at odds with the faith.
Meanwhile, President Donald Trump continues to challenge the initial election results. He questions why the governor of Georgia won't, quote, use his emergency powers to overrule his obstinate Secretary of State and do a match of signatures on envelopes. It will be a goldmine of fraud. Georgia Secretary of State said today the recount will be done by the Wednesday deadline and that, quote, the truth matters.
Also today, Joe Biden was scheduled to receive his first top secret presidential daily briefing. You'll recall that President Donald Trump signed off on that, okayed that last week. Tracy?
Okay, thank you so much, Owen. White House correspondent Owen Jensen reporting for us tonight.